Hi there and welcome back to Silver Lining Art. My name is Anish and I'm back after a bit of a hiatus, but I'm excited to bring this new video for you, this video from Copenhagen. Now, this video has two parts. First part is the inspiration behind this painting, and then it's the process, the iterative process that goes on to make a painting like this. So let's begin with Copenhagen. I was in Copenhagen for a friend's wedding, which was quite exciting, but I'd also taken some time off to travel around Denmark and Copenhagen. I also carried my sketchbook with me because now I do not go anywhere without my sketchbook. I absolutely love traveling with a sketchbook. I think taking photographs has become so easy that we often just go to a place, take a photograph, and then walk away. But when you go and do some sketch work, you really immerse yourself in a place, in a scene for an hour or two and really absorb it and really fixate it in your memory. It's really special. I also met with my friend Junsu, who himself is a good artist, and he took me to a couple of really good spots where we hung out, we caught up and made a lot of sketches together. So I had a great time. But this particular painting is inspired from a very special sketch because I also had the opportunity, the coincidence to meet my father. My father was also in Copenhagen at the time. He was on a road trip with his friend, and it was just coincidence that we were in the same place at the same time. So we hung out for a couple of days as well, and this is when we were walking in downtown Copenhagen, and all of a sudden I could see this painting. And if you are a photographer or an artist, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you just see a composition and you see it as a painting, and that is what happened. It was so picturesque. It was quintessentially Copenhagen, very recognizable, and had this mood in it, this feel, the vibe of Copenhagen, which is often quite cloudy. It rains quite often, but the houses are so colorful that they add a lot of happiness and joy juxtaposed with the gray backdrop of the clouds. And I really wanted to capture this vibe, but also all the details. So I did two things. I took a photograph which captured all the details, and then I sat down for an hour or two to make a quick sketch of the scene. And what that does is the sketch really captures the vibe, the mood. I don't really have time to add a lot of details to it, especially in my small sketchbook, but I can really capture the vibe. I can capture the composition. I can capture things that are important for me to include and the way they should be represented in watercolor. So I really combine these two approaches, the photographs, the detail, and the vibes with the sketch. And then after my trip was over and I was back home, I pulled out the photograph and pulled out the sketchbook and made this smaller piece, which I wanted to give as a gift to my father's friend who also joined us in Copenhagen. And I was really able to put both of them together, the details and the vibes, and really creating the vision that I had, the vision, the painting I saw standing right there. I was able to recreate it. I took a photo of this painting and put it on Instagram when my friend Dave saw it, and he asked me to make a commission painting for him of a larger size. He said that his wife's favorite city was Copenhagen and she would love to have a painting made by me, and especially if I was able to paint Copenhagen, and especially since this scene was so recognizably quintessential Copenhagen, I could totally get behind what he meant. So I was happy to take on his commission. I pulled out this block and got to work. And this is where I think the iterative process of the painting comes into play. The initial sketch got developed into the first piece, and the first piece I knew a few techniques that worked really well, a few effects I really liked, and I doubled down on those. And I also had recognized a lot of things that I wasn't happy with, perhaps some mistakes, perhaps some errors in drawing the perspective, and I was able to correct those and make the painting not necessarily objectively better, but it's closer to my vision of what I saw standing right there in Copenhagen. And that is what I think painting is all about, is trying to represent your vision as accurately as possible so somebody else can see the world through your eyes. So I also learned a lot in this process. I learned a lot about reflections of clouds. I learned a lot about adding visual language and the illusion of details, and how that adds to the feel of the painting in general. You don't need to draw every single person standing on the sidewalk or in the restaurant. You can just add some illusions in there that give the viewer an idea that there is quite a lot of hustle bustle going on this on the side of this canal. If you want to see more videos focused on such learnings, let me know down in the comments below. I'll be happy to make them. And if you've enjoyed this video, do subscribe to the channel so you can get notified the next time I upload another video. Until then, see you next time.